all looking for clues on the Kings' next destination, and the Miami Heat caused a bit of an uproar Tuesday night when they posted a link to a scheduled live stream titled, quote, LeBron James introductory press conference, followed by the date July 27 to the YouTube channel belonging to the team. So a team spokesperson spoke to Shams and said that the club's social media department was preparing for the possibility of James signing and mistakenly posted the link to the team's YouTube page. Got Kendrick Perkins here, ESPN radio host of Unsportsmanlike, Evan Cohen as well. So, Perk, I got to ask you, something or nothing here with the leak, if you want to call it that we saw from the Miami Heat yesterday.
Well, first of all, good morning and happy Wednesday. You know what? This is a sign right now that we're getting closer to the decision. This is something. It's no way. Now listen, this wasn't leaked by accident, okay? Those things don't just happen under Pat Riley's watch. Now I will say this something because this means that Miami is really in the hunt. They're in the thick of this. Like LeBron James could possibly end up back in South Beach, with Eric Spoelstra, Giannis, and Bam out of the bio. So I'm not going to sit up here and act like it's nothing. I mean, we still want to hear from LeBron James himself, but at the end of the day, any information that we get or we can dive into, because I know all of us across the board have been, across the world, in the basketball world, has become investigators. Like, everybody's sitting up here investigating, trying to figure it out and trying to solve the problem because there are no clues whatsoever. This is actually the first real big clue that we've been able to see from an organization that LeBron James has interest in.
Yeah, and it's important to note, Evan, that the post was deleted eventually, but I can't help but think, so Perk says this is not leaked by accident, and I know that Pat Riley isn't running the YouTube channel, and he's not running the social media strategy for this organization, but do you think it's something or just a big nothing?
I think it's something, and it's the exact reason why LeBron is reconsidering the Heat, because they're the most prepared team in the NBA. That's what all of this is about. It's about every aspect of this organization being prepared for the possibility of arguably the second greatest player ever, where his best stint as an NBA player came in the 4 years in Miami, of returning to Miami. So it's not only the strength and conditioning, it's not only Eric Spoelstra and his basketball staff, it's literally the entire organization. Sales, marketing, social media. Everyone is ready for the possibility of this. And LeBron James, in his 40s, is a grown man with children and a wife, and he's a real person that cares about those kinds of things. He doesn't want to go into a child...
Make of the date, the 27th.
Right, and it comes, if I'm not...
The drama surrounding LeBron James and the Miami Heat has just reached a boiling point. On Tuesday night, the Heat sparked a firestorm by posting a link to a live stream titled LeBron James Introductory Press Conference on their YouTube channel, only to claim it was a mistake. But was it really? I mean, we're talking about Pat Riley's organization here. They don't exactly have a reputation for slipping up. Kendrick Perkins, our ESPN radio host, thinks this leak is more than just a coincidence. He believes it's a sign that the Miami Heat are gearing up for a serious pursuit of LeBron James, and that a decision is looming. Perk thinks the other teams in the running need to step up their game if they want to land the king. The fact that the post was deleted, but not before it ignited a frenzy of speculation, has only added fuel to the fire. Evan, our host, thinks the Heat might be trying to send a message to LeBron James, showing him they're willing to do whatever it takes to bring him back to Miami. But what about the other teams in the mix? Do they stand a chance, or is this already a done deal? Perkins is convinced the Heat have the best shot at winning, and that they're the most prepared team in the NBA. He thinks LeBron James is having conversations with these teams, and that Rich Paul is doing the same. We know Pat Riley is still on the hunt for another big fish, and he's not waiting around for 2 or 3 years to try to win a championship. I believe the Miami Heat are leading the charge right now, and that they're the front runners to land LeBron James. But what's driving his decision? Is it the chance to win another championship, or is it something more? At this point in his career, LeBron James can choose where he wants to play, and he can choose a team that gives him the best chance of winning. The thing is, LeBron James is far from done. He's still a dominant force on the court, and he's still got a lot to prove. He's not on a retirement tour, and he's not singing his swan song. So, when you look at the LeBron James arc, you have to think he'll choose a team that gives him the best chance of winning, and that's the Miami Heat. But what about the other factors at play? What about his family, and what about his business ventures? LeBron James is a global brand, and he's got a lot of interests outside of basketball. Does he want to uproot his family to Miami, or does he want to stay in LA? These are all questions that will come into play when he makes his decision. The history between LeBron James and the Miami Heat is also worth considering. He's had some of his best years in Miami, and he's won championships with the Heat. He's got a good relationship with Pat Riley, and he's got a good relationship with the city of Miami. So, when you look at all the factors, it's hard not to think the Miami Heat are the frontrunners to land LeBron James. But we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens on July 27th, and we'll have to wait and see what LeBron James decides to do. One thing is for sure, though, this is going to be a wild ride, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. So, stay tuned, folks, and let's see what happens next. As I watch this situation unfold, I have to ask myself, what's the most important factor for LeBron James? Is it the money, the championships, or something else entirely? I think it's a combination of all those things, but I also think he's looking for a team that can offer him stability and security. The Miami Heat can offer him that, along with a chance to win immediately. They've got a good young core, a good coach in Eric Spoelstra, and a good front office. So, when you look at all the factors, it's hard not to think the Miami Heat are the best fit for LeBron James. But what about the other teams in the mix? Can they offer him what he's looking for, or are they just going to be also-rans in the LeBron James sweepstakes? I think it's going to be a tough road for those teams, and they're going to have to do something special to convince him to join their team. As we wait and see what happens next, I have to ask myself, what's the worst-case scenario for LeBron James? Is it staying in LA and playing for a team that's not going to win a championship, or is it going to a team that's not going to give him the stability and security he's looking for? I think it's a combination of both, and he's going to have to weigh his options carefully. In the end, it's going to come down to what LeBron James wants, and what he's looking for in a team. If he wants to win a championship, and if he wants to have a sense of stability and security, then I think the Miami Heat are the best fit for him. But if he wants something else, then maybe another team is going to be a better fit. We'll just have to wait and see what happens next, and we'll just have to wait and see what LeBron James decides to do. As the days turn into weeks, and the weeks turn into months, we're going to be hearing a lot more about LeBron James and his decision. We're going to be hearing a lot of rumors, and we're going to be hearing a lot of speculation. But in the end, it's going to come down to what LeBron James wants, and what he's looking for in a team. So, stay tuned, folks, and let's see what happens next. It's going to be a wild ride, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.